All we want here is the truth and nothing but the truth. We are all Nigerians. We don't have any other country. The old man sitting beside you there, irrespective of his tribe, is your brother. And that's the way it should be. You know the answer and you refused to answer until the procurement officer answered. And you know the truth. He has confirmed it that everything they said is true. They have worked, they have delivered, and you have refused to pay them. And the monies for their payment has been allocated from the Accountant General's office. Where is their money? This is the question we are asking you. We are going to put you on oath before you go further. And anything you say that is not the truth henceforth will be held against you, and it will be criminal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair.
Hello, if I can.
Go ahead.
Do solemnly swear.
Your designation.
Okay. Director of Finance and Accounts, Federal Minister of Women Affairs. Do solemnly swear that the evidence I shall give before the committee and all the documents that I will present before the committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Today's date. Mention today's date.
Today's date is 4th of July, 2024.
Thank you.
You are welcome. I want to also toe the line of my permanent secretary, who middle of September 2023. That was actually why I said, like the first person mentioned, he was awarded contract in March. I wouldn't know what happened before I came, but I can answer to what happened after I assumed duties. But that is not to say that I don't recognize the fact that government is a continuum. The records are there, and the individual contractors, they have files, I believe, with the ministry. Any matter concerning each of them can be treated on a case-by-case merit when the file is brought out. That is the introductory part of it. Now, after I came in September, I saw from the records that the first tranche of 2023 capital release was already made on the 9th of May, 2023. That was after his contract was awarded. I'm just using the first person that I could remember his date. I think there are some others that were also dated March 2023. The money for their payment was released on 9th of May 2023. As at that time, I was still in Federal Ministry of Aviation as a director. I was not in Women Affairs then. Having said that, I can say for sure that as at the time I took over, there was no balance in the capital vote. Yes. We can print quickly from GIFMI's balance as at September 15th, 2023. All the balances we show. GIFMIS has a very good record and storage. So we can print it, and that will guide us. So that means that although series of liabilities, both overhead, recurrent and capital, were listed in the appendix to the handing over note, but there was no money to pay them, as at the time I took over. Bearing that in mind, the next tranche of capital, the second and final, which came within the time of tour in Women Affairs, came, all these are in the package we submitted. It came on the, sorry, one second. I'm talking about the Appendix 2. Okay. It came on the 16th of September, just as I was arriving here. So But fundamentally, the 2023 appropriation that was approved by the National Assembly and signed into law, the total capital for women affairs was 13.6 billion, as already stipulated by my PANSEC, but the releases amounted to only 25.04%. I want to draw our attention to appendices 1 and 2, which were details of those two capital releases to women affairs last year. You will discover that under the warrant, GIFMIS warrant document, the description for both goes like this: being release of capital cash needs in the month of May, I'm looking at Appendix 1, 2023, in favor of Federal Ministry of Women Affairs headquarters, via Honorable Minister of Finance's approval, that's Minister of Finance, who is only authorized by our Constitution to sign warrants for release of funds. The approval on the file is quoted. So, the same goes for Appendix 2.
DFA, where is their money? What happened to their money?
I'm talking to that.
Please.
Because the release is their money. So, I'm addressing that, man. Just be patient with me. I hope I'll get a fair hearing. Please. The second tranche that came in September while I was on seat was dated 16th of September, and the amount is 1.5 billion. This money was spent in payment of both old and new contracts. And as a DFA, I don't initiate those.
Sorry, which contract? You have to specify.
We have records. I cannot, this is getting old. I cannot load them all here.
Bring all the records.
No,
so you have to explain in clear terms.
Procurement must have supplied that. But let me just summarize. I won't take your time. Sorry, sir. Just allow me. That's the fair hearing I was begging for. Please. If I digress.
Listen, okay, dear. Sorry, sir. Anything
for in the budget, contractors did these jobs. You did not pay them. You now initiated, in quotes, like you just said that you are not the one initiating. You or the procurement or the madam you are referring to now initiated, manufactured, created new contracts, new projects that are not being appropriated for, and then you now use the funds meant to be paid to the contractors that were properly, appropriated for in the 2023 budget. You use their funds to do your own initiated projects in the ministry. Is that what it is?
Contractors had done their jobs and they were being owed. Not only contracts, even overhead. People had gone for assignments on behalf of the ministry or government, and there was this fuel and every other thing, consumables, that were not paid. Yeah? But after I took over, I did my best to offset most of those debts. The contractors would have been more here, if not that some were paid. But let me assure you that whatever I pay, I follow directives from my principals. I have two at each point in time, the Honorable Minister and the accounting officer. So I don't take initiative as a DFA. My Department of Finance and Accounts is a service department serving the ministry.
Sorry.
That is
okay, let him.
The way it is.
Brought or bring this controversy, what this money we're talking amount. I have the info because one of the contractors is a friend. He told me this money has been released. Hold on, Ademola. And the DFA was there when this release was made. So for him to confirm to us, as we directed him, where this money is taken. So DFA, whether you want to tell us or not, we are really aware this money, the release has been made. And you were in office when this release was made. If you don't have any document, refer to your former permanent secretary, acting permanent secretary, that lady, and they are really fully aware of what has been done. Thank you.
Yes.
DFA, please,
Yes.
we want to know.
Very strong controversial statement, which you contradict yourself, not any other person.
Help me.
You said it is not your responsibility for the processes or for the initiation of contracts. Cool down. We are not fighting now. You can't fight me. I'm here.
Hello,
You
let
are
him
just
talk.
there.
Don't respond again, except I ask
I'm here. You can't fight me. I have the backing of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria than the entire ministry itself. Not only you as a DFA. While you said you don't have the capacity or it's not your mandate, you made mention of 2 people, as you said, that is their mandate. And you equally said that you initiated payment, which you made personally to some contractors. How did you become that powerful? You don't initiate giving contract, but you can initiate and even go ahead to pay some contractors. How did you do that? Where did you have?
I made payments that were approved and processed by my department.
Agreed, you cannot make payment without approval and directives. I was a contractor before coming to the National Assembly too. But what I'm asking, were they on the queue? The companies you made payment to? Simple.
The files kept coming with approval.
Were they on the queue, yes or no?
There was no particular queue.
Were they on the queue, yes or no?
I can't remember any particular queue. Sorry. There was no queue. It was files that came that I treated.
This company, Ayigab,
in company of my
is it Nigeria Limited? And
subordinates.
what's the name of the company? I saw something on that. Which company is Ayigab? Which company is that?
Can you come again? No, I'm not. I don't know them. I don't know them. I'm hearing it.
Okay, so where is their money?
Their monies, part of it is still outstanding, 6.5. I had one of them say it's 5 point something they are owing him or her. It can be used to offset that one, then we reduce the number. Then, as for those that we are not able to get their money, there may be several factors. That's why I said each case can be treated on its own merit. Some of the contractors did not deliver, and some delivered late. So that was why during
Hello, DFA. We have gone past that place.
Okay.
I have asked a direct question that everything they said, is it true or not? You said we should ask procurement. And he has confirmed that they have said the truth. So don't go back on that. So where is their money? Accountant General has written a letter confirming the money has been sent to the ministry. And as we speak, I know the balance of your account as I speak. Their money is not there. Where is their money?
Chairman, the documents will speak for themselves when we print them out from GIFMIS, where each money went to, each penny. There is no guesswork about this thing. It is a straightforward matter. When we print the payment schedule and bring on Tuesday, or even if you want it tomorrow.
Okay, DFA. Okay. Wait. So we are going to give you till Tuesday, from now till Tuesday, for you to go back to the office, get all the relevant documents. You will be bringing them here. The Honorable Minister has also been invited. They've done a letter for her to be here on Tuesday. I don't know if it has gotten to you. So those, get us the documents. You come and defend where the money has gone to. We want to know where the money of all the contractors have gone to. And those that have been paid as well, we want to know those that have been paid and those that have not been paid. But most importantly, this committee will hereby give an order that you are going to stop all contracting processes for 2024 appropriation now, immediately, until all outstanding issues are resolved. There should be no payment to any contractor for any purpose, for any reason, as from today, until we resolve all these issues. I so rule.
Funds meant for constituency projects were diverted to pay for 30% mobilization for 33 lots of overinflated contracts awarded in October 2023, which was last year. And this is an unauthorized verment of public funds. One, what line of item in the 2023 Appropriation Act was altered to contain these 33 lots that was given out, and why? Contractors are not being paid. So who are the recipients for these 33 slots that were given out? Who are they? And not that they were done, it was also overinflated. Give us, furnish us the bill of quantity. Want to see the bill of quantity to know how you came about the amount that was used to award those 33 lots. And remember the question I asked you before, to furnish us with the type of empowerment equipment that was awarded when we were still owing these people. Two, mention the types of empowerment materials and equipment supplied to the 15 states I earlier mentioned. Process of procurement, letters of award, details of the contractors that were awarded these contracts, and the project types and the details of their payments. If they have been paid, we want you to furnish us with the information of their payments.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
For patience with the ministry, and we have heard of what is required of us. We will get back home and do some more homework, and then perhaps come back to you with details of payments, because these are very simple matters. All votes of charge were released. Question is, and any payment made, under what payment? Because what happens is before any approval is given by a permanent secretary, a suggestion has to come along, or a directive, or rather, there is always a line of reporting or a prayer from the DFA that says this fund is to be drawn from so vote of charge or so ERGP. And what that indicates is that that particular vote is funded to be able to accommodate the amount being requested for. So if all this were done, I don't see why we should be having these issues. But like it's been said, we will try to get all the printouts from GIFMIS. We will see who was paid what and under what subhead. I think that will help us to clear these issues, God willing. So I want to thank you all for your patience with us.
Thank you.
The officers of your ministry have made a refund of embezzled funds to ICPC. If you are not aware, the permanent secretary should initiate any discipline. Did you initiate any disciplinary action against the officers involved? I just want to answer this question to be answered to the committee. The committee is fully aware of this. Some of your staff have made a refund to the ICPC. But when you come on board, did you take any disciplinary action against the staff?
Yes, PS.
My attention. So I'm not aware that refunds were made, and I don't think it has been documented that refunds were made, because I haven't come across any of that. Well, as the Honorable Member said to ICPC, so yes, we'll need to find out from ICPC. I think the committee can help us. If refunds were made, who made the refunds and for what? Except if the DFA can help us. Are you aware of any refunds?
If you are not, then you should know this.
Released for regarding misappropriation of overhead. Overhead funds released for November and December 2023. That amounts to about 1.5 billion naira. The funds were traced to some bureau to exchange, and there were accusations and counter-accusations regarding the beneficiary of the funds. Can you please explain to us the details of what happened exactly? Why the ministry was invited by the ICPC and the idea of the 1.5 billion naira accusation? Thank you.
And let me also begin by placing on record, as some of you have graciously said, that I resumed in Ministry of Women Affairs February 2024. However, I have with me today directors that were in office when these expenditures were made, or when these releases were made, and how they were spent. The DFA is here, the procurement team is here, and as such we believe that we should be able to tackle some of these questions to the best of our ability. Having said that, sir, I will want to call on the DFA, Mr. Aloy, if I can do, to answer the question that has just been raised, who was here then, and of course, who graciously has been leading the teams to ICPC. Mr. Aloy, please.
The question about the overhead releases for November and December 2023 is what I will address first. I guess there must have been a mix-up in the figures quoted, because from the Appendix 11, the Appendix 13 XIII we have. That's number 11 for year.
Mention the page for easy identification. Page.
That's under overhead. Sorry, I don't have the. Okay. Thank you. One second, ma'am. So, there's no page.
Don't worry, just answer the question. Answer the question. We'll check.
Page what?
DFA, answer the question.
I was trying to locate the page so that we'll all be on the same page. Mine is not paged. So that is for B, overhead, summary of releases. There is line 1, 2023.
Sorry, page 9 of the document before it is titled B, overhead, summary of releases. Page 9.
It starts with 2023-1. That is, 1 stands for January. So if we are talking about November and December overhead was released around 10:30 p.m. on 31st December 2023. That was just a few hours before the closure of overhead accounts. And the figure that came into the ministry's treasury single account was 75,450,031 naira. So that was why I started by saying that there must have been a mix-up in the figures. No?
Misappropriation of, can you tell us the details of what is happening with ICPC, with the overhead costs that was misappropriated? That's the question he asked.
Thank you. It was 1.something billion overhead for December and November, except if my ears were playing tricks on me. That was what I had. And the ICPC invitation, which I led the team with the legal advisor, was not about that. It was about the transparency portal, whereby payments 5 million naira and above that went to individual accounts were highlighted, and we held discussions with them, not investigation. At the end of the day, they told us to go. If they needed us, they would call us back. That was where we stopped. That's what I know about that one, except if I missed anything, the legal advisor is here to add more. Thank you.
Okay, legal advisor.
It was about transparency initiatives, payments above 5 million that were paid to individual accounts. So they invited those individuals to come and explain why those monies were paid to individual accounts.
Okay.
I'm not sure too if it is
No,
necessary.
it's an interactive session. We did not put them on. Yes.
Okay.
We didn't.
Another opportunity. Mr. Permanent Secretary, these days or early this year, there are so many petitions from the contractors for non-payment. I believe you are aware of this. This led to all this crisis the ministry is facing. However, I need maybe to explain to the committee what was the actual release by the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation to the Ministry of Women Affairs. Please brief the committee also on the following: percentage of funds released, utilized, and outstanding release. Based on committee's finding, Mr. Permanent Secretary, all capital projects were released with the exception of only one line, that is ERGP 2021-95105, Nigeria for Women Project. That is total about only 10 million naira out of your capital project. 10 billion, 10 billion naira. So in this situation, Mr. Permanent Secretary, can you shed more light why this crisis affecting your ministry for non-payment of contracts to billions of naira in line with the release, open the so many amount of money released to you? Thank you.
2023, according to the records before me, and again I will yield the floor to the DFA, but before I do that, in 2023 we had, as a ministry, a total approved budget of 13.6 billion. Total releases were about 3.4 billion. 3.4 billion out of the 13.6 billion. And that means we had total releases of just about 25% of what was due the ministry in capitals, I think. Utilization stood at 3.4 billion, 3.419 billion. Percentage utilization, therefore, is at about 99.8%. 99.8% of what was released. The unreleased balance was about 10.2 billion. But like one of you have noted, esteemed members, that was a single item under the Nigeria for Women project that was not released, about 10.2 billion. So percentage of unrealized balance, therefore, stands at 74.9%. And unspent balance from the 3.4 billion that was released, as at today, though as we stand now, we cannot say that hasn't been spent, but it's just about 6.5 million naira, which the relevant departments have actually put in to utilize these funds. So yes, we had a budget of about 13.6, out of which only 3.4 was released, and the other, which was 10.2, was not released, but that was a single budget item. So meaning that the rest of the budget items for the ministry were released. So that is where we stand. If I have answered your questions correctly on actual releases, percentage released, percentage utilized, percentage outstanding, which was about 6 million thereabout about 2-3 weeks ago, but which some approvals have been made to that extent so that the relevant departments could utilize what was left. So therefore, yes, I will agree with you that
to renovate and equip Kwali Poultry Center at Kwali at the FCT. The job was executed. It was certified by officials of the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs as of July 2023. We applied for payment. Payment was not made until August. Unfortunately, at the time of the assumption of the minister, all payments to us were stopped. And up to today, even though we have written several reminder letters to the Honorable Minister, we have not been paid. I wrote more than 5 different letters requesting for these payments. And ministries officials, procurement and chief maintenance officer were at the project site certified, completed, and completion certificates were issued to us. Up to today, 2024, July, we have not received payments. Money we borrowed from creditors, we have been facing challenges in payments and interest has accumulated over time. So, Honorable Chairman, this is our presentation.
Honorable Chairman.
No, Madam.
Honorable members, all protocol duly observed. My name is Sunday Otsa, a representative of Sally Work Resources Limited. We are awarded a contract for the rehabilitation, construction, and perimeter fencing of Skill Acquisition Center, in bracket, construction of Event Center, Mabudi, Lantan South, Plateau State. This award was issued to us 22nd September 2023. Acceptance letter was written, agreement signed. We have even written, we applied for mobilization 30% in line with the procurement process. And then our application was backed by an insurance bond. And then payment was processed, but we did not receive anything as such. I'm talking to you now. Thank you very much.
Next person, quickly.
Honorable Chairman, good afternoon. I'm Solomon Ikwenayo, represent Sone Global Concern Limited. The Minister of Women Affairs gave us a contract of 20, and they give us the delivery, everything was supplied, they collect everything with us, and after I deliver, give them the necessary document for payment. After I deliver everything, I follow the payment up to the CP, that's pay point. Before the minister come in, everything stopped till today. I've been writing letter, reminding letter, everything, up to 4 times. Up to now, no response. The total amount is 5,944,750 million.
Of empowerment materials for women and youth in Ayamelu local government area, Anambra State. So the total cost of the contract is 100 million. So we executed the contract and submitted the request for payment. That was August last year. And we are pursuing the payment, and the payment process was going. But as soon as the minister resumed the office, that was when the payment process was stopped. And since then, we have been going for follow-up, and nothing has been done till today.
Good day, Mr. Chairman. My name is Iwo Prayas Mfon. I represent Belemu, Nigeria Limited. 163,185 kobo. We have written for request of 30% mobilization. Since last year, we did a reminder also to follow up. We have been followed up to date. We have not received any one dime from the ministry. And when we went to the ministry, we meet with the PEMSEC. The PEMSEC said he is just coming new, that everything concerning contract, we should hold on, that the minister has told them not to pay any contractor. We went ahead, we went to Accountant General Office, and we now find out that yes, money has been released for all these jobs. But the ministry have refused not to give us our money. And this is our constituency job. Our people are crying on a daily basis. There's hunger in the country. If things like this are being stopped, then there's no way we can go ahead and execute those jobs. Thank you, ma'am.
Is Ibrahim Mujahid, representing Mawuj Projects Limited. My company was awarded the contract for equipping and furnishing of skill acquisition center here in Kebbi State on the 24th March 2023, worth 10.9 million naira. This project has been executed and certified by the ministry. We have written requests for payments several times, numerous times, even as at February this year, we wrote requests for payment, but since the minister came in, no payment has been made to anybody. Thank you.
Mogero, I represent Mogero Investment Resources Limited and Mabera Mujaya Investment. As our colleagues have earlier mentioned, contract was awarded to us. We have supplied some materials, including cooking stoves at Kwali and Jos. And we have all the evidence of our supplies by the store, receiving voucher, etc. However, Madam Chairperson, I'm suggesting if only the committee will consider inviting the former permanent secretary, whom the contract was awarded under his office during his tenure, that is Aliu Shinkafi. I think he will shed much more light where the committee will know how to take up the issue. Thank you, ma.
Okulaja, giving an award letter to supply starter pack at Bauchi State. We've received our award letter, we've done all the job, we've written a follow-up letter more than 8 times, and nothing has been done. All our documents are complete, and the amount of the contract given to us is 5,998 naira, 6.0 kobo. Up to now, nothing has been done. I don't know, ma'am, but I think I collected this morning on loan. Most especially, I'm a widow. I collected it from the bank, and I'm paying interest up to now. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, next person. Is that all? Thank you.